Okay, so we're going to start in our forward position, our child's pose. So remember, if you have your blocks, have those close by. Again, let's go.
I think he's in the building.
Oh, okay. And we'll just sit back into our hips and send your knees out wide and just do some shifting into that space. So we're just starting to open the hips and then reaching your arms forward. Shift out of your rib cage. Feel the top of your head reaching forward. And then crawl your fingertips further forward. Try to open up that space in the rib cage. So give some focus to your right side, getting more length than your left. And then the length in your left side longer than your right. And then let your forehead really rest to the floor. Continue to reach your tailbone back, and if you want to fold your arms under your forehead, you're welcome to. Take a deep breath. And then we're going to crawl our hands over to the left. You're welcome to bring blocks with you if you like, and we'll reach that right side out longer. Really feel that opening through from your hip to your fingertips. And then you'll take that right hand, you're going to take it straight down the middle of your mat. We're going to shift our hips and slide our left one under. So think like you're threading your needle. As you slide that left shoulder under, let your left side of your head rest, but then crawl your right fingertips forward and crawl your right hand back over toward the left. Tailbone is still reaching back. We find our breath. And then we'll walk the right hand in under right shoulder. As you press up, move your left hand out. Sit your hips back. We move both hands and our torso to the right. And we work towards crawling that left arm out further than the right. Trying to keep those sits bones reaching back toward our heels. And then we'll take that left hand and reach it straight down the middle of the mat. Shift some weight off your hips. Thread the needle with your right arm, letting that shoulder release, letting the right side of your head relax. Left arm crawls out over the top of your head and then over to the right. Still reaching your tailbone back, resting into your right shoulder, lengthening through your left side. Take a deep breath, inhale. On your exhale, bring your left hand back under left shoulder. Release your right hand out. Here we'll move our hands in under the shoulders. Bring the knees in under the hips for table. So we have a nice long spine here. Top of the head reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. Tuck your toes. Press the weight back into your heels. Just to get those arches a little open. And then we'll walk our hands further forward. Now reach your chest through, lift your knees up, and we're going to keep our knees bent here for a moment as we adjust through our hands, pressing the rib cage to the thighs. Then slowly start lifting your tailbone, finding that full length through the back of your legs, and then softening your heels toward the floor. Feeling that full length through the back of the legs, the chest continues to reach through. Take a deep breath, inhale. On your exhale, lift your heels, bring your shoulders forward over your fingertips. If you need to adjust your toes or hands, go ahead and do that. Long through the back of your neck, tone into your core space. On your exhale, again, we'll press up and through to our down dog, reaching the chest through. Now this time I want you to send your toes out wider. So your pinky toes might be to the outer edges of your mat. And then take your left hand straight over the top of your head. And almost like that threading the needle, our right hand is going to reach toward our left toes. And we're going to look under our left arm. Take a deep breath. Then release. Bring your right hand right straight over the top of your head. Lift your tailbone high. Reach your left hand toward your right ankle. Maybe you grab onto your calf or whatever's available there. Look under your right arm. Nice. Release that left arm out. As you come forward, just shift your hands back to your regular plank. Tap your knees down to the floor. Drop the tops of your feet and give them a tap out. So we're in our table here, wide fingertips. Press off your palms and round your cat spine. Really tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, round the space between your shoulder blades. Then drop your rib cage down, look forward, pull your shoulders back, lift tailbone and collarbones. And then again, we press round into our cat spine, making sure the head is just hanging heavy. Then drop the rib cage, lift the tailbone, lift the collarbones. And then we'll come back to our center, still in that table position. Take your left toe to the back. Press your heel actively away and reach your right arm forward. Tone into your core space and try to lift those left toes off the floor. Maybe your right toes also lift. That left heel is pressing back like it's leaving a footprint. Hold on your inhale. On your exhale, draw elbow toward knee, tucking into your belly space. Then reach out and lengthen. Now look forward at your right thumb. Sweep it back and bend that left knee in and just reach toward your toes. Try to turn your thumb up so you're rotating your shoulder. Then reach back forward. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, elbow draws toward knee. Reach out and lengthen. Then sweep that right hand back one more time. Maybe you get a grab to your foot. And then we reach back up. Here we bring that left toe, right hand down. Make that left toe nice and active. You'll press off your palms and send your right foot to the sky for three-legged dog. Tailbone is lifted, chest is reaching through toward your left knee. Then as you look forward, step your right foot to the front of your mat. And then crawl into that space, right? Left toe wiggles back, right toes crawl forward. Then that left knee comes to rest. Drop the top of your left foot down. Take your right arm and reach up to the sky, keeping your left hand maybe on a block if you like. Reach up and feel your left hip reach forward here. So you start opening into that hip. Now take that right elbow and reach down towards your right ankle with your right elbow. You don't have to touch the mat, but just reach in that direction so you feel that stretch there. And then again, push off your left hand, reach your right hand to the sky. And then one more time, we'll reach that right elbow towards your right ankle. Just digging into that hip space there. Then slide that right hand in, tuck your left toes. Lift your left knee and turn your left heel open. So if that right hand isn't reaching the floor easily, then bring your block underneath your right hand. Take your left arm and reach to the sky here. Then we're going to turn our left hand back so the palm opens and bring the back of your left hand toward the outside of your right hip. Now try to nudge that left shoulder up toward the ceiling. Just feeling that nice open chest and shoulder space. Feet are active and pressing into your mat. Release your left hand up. Bring your left hand down. Now take the toes of your right foot and turn them out so they're out to the corner. Now send your hips back, and if you want to use your block there, right hand has your block. You push up, and we're going to step our left foot out wide with our right. Then bring your hands onto your thighs. Lift your heart, and then lower your tailbone. So we're just going to dig into those hips a little deeper here. Some will be able to bring your elbows on the inside of your knees and deepen your tailbone further. But do a little shifting here, start getting into that deep hip space. Heart is lifting. And then hands come down, hips lift. We'll heel toe our feet back to the center of our mat. Let your chest drop toward your thighs and fold. Take a deep breath in here. Engaging through your inner thighs, bring your hands to your shins and lengthen squat. Then give your knees some softness, tone your belly, round your spine up. Pull your shoulders away and reach your fingertips down. Feel like the top of your head is reaching the sky. And then inhale, feel it all the way up. Pull 3 fingers together and lift up top. Try to lengthen through the sides of your waist a little deeper. And then use your right hand to start drawing your left side to the left. Trying to keep your neck in alignment, so ears are between your biceps. And then inhale, come up tall. Exhale, left arm draws that right side over. We can link through that right side. And inhale, we come up tall. Release your hands behind your back. Do a big shoulder roll and get whatever grip you can with your thumbs toward your tailbone, pinky fingers on the outside. Shoulders pull away. Then start bending into your knees, releasing your rib cage down. Let your head hang heavy toward your toes. Then as you lift out of your hips, just take your arms and lift them up over the top of your head, or in that direction. They don't have to come over the top of your head. And just breathe there for a moment. Exhale, bend your knees, release your fingertips to the floor. Knees are soft. Go ahead and walk your toes back. Here we'll meet in our plank pose, tone belly space. Exhale, press up and through to that down dog, reaching the chest through, lifting the tailbone, deepening the heels. Then lift your heels, bring your knees to the floor. Slide your hands back into table if you need an adjustment. Press off your palms and round cat spine. Release cow spine, look forward. Exhale, press round cat. Inhale, release cat. Square those hips and shoulders. Slide your right toe to the back. Left arm reaches bicep over ear. Right toes lift up, flex that ankle, push that heel away, leave a footprint. Maybe left toes left, your choice. Elbow draws toward knee, tuck into your belly. Then reach out, lengthen. Looking at left thumb, watch it sweep back as you bend that right leg in. Nice. Inhale, reach forward. Again, we draw elbow toward knee. We reach out, lengthen. And then we sweep back, reaching, maybe getting a grab on that foot or ankle. Inhale, reach forward. Bring that right toe down and make it strong. Press both palms, send that left heel to the sky, 3-legged dog. Chest reaching through, try to balance out those shoulders. Then as you look forward, step your left foot to the front. Then we crawl into our space, right? Left toes forward, right toes wiggle back. That right knee comes down to the floor, dropping the toes under. Right hand might have a block here, your choice. Take your left arm, rotate, reach up top. Then as you release, you bend that left elbow. The elbow reaches toward the inside of the ankle. And then again, we rotate, reach that left arm up. And then that left elbow reaches toward the inside of the ankle. Just digging into some hip space here, right? Then release your left hand to the inside of your left ankle. Nice place for a block there. Tuck your right toes, lift the right knee. Drop your right heel open. Then that right arm reaches to the side. Left elbow pushes against the inside of the knee to help hold it there. Turn your right palm open, and then bring the back of your right hand to the outside of your left hand. Now try to nudge that shoulder up towards the ceiling. Looking up at the beautiful blue sky. We have a little crescent moon up there this morning. Inhale. Exhale, that right arm reaches to the sky. We rotate forward. Here's where we take those left toes and we crawl them out 45 degrees here. Then you shift your hips back. Step your right foot out, even with your left. So both toes out, feet are wide. Move your hands to your inner thighs, lengthen your spine. And then start lowering your tailbone, but lifting your heart. Wiggling into that space, doing some shifting, We try to keep our heels on the floor as we deepen into our tailbone. Maybe those elbows are on the inner knees, heart stays lifted. Kind of dig into that hip space. Then we'll bring our fingertips to the floor and lift the hips. We'll heel toe your feet back to hip distance. Right, if you want to do a little hip shake here, that's what you're welcome to. Let your chest release, fold your arms. Take a breath. Bring your hands to your shins, lengthen into flat back. Soften your knees, tone your belly, stand into your mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Fold your 3 fingers the other way. Opposite pinky finger to the front. Right arm draws that left side over. We're going to peek up toward the sky. Inhale, lift up top. Left side draws right side over. We open the space between the ribs. Inhale, we lift to tall center. Release your arms behind your back. Do that shoulder roll. Get whatever grip you can with thumbs on the inside. And then start softening your knees, releasing your rib cage. Lift your hips and let your arms come over the top. Really let your head hang heavy and just let your shoulders open to whatever space works for you. Then soften your knees, bring your fingertips to the floor. Walk your toes back. Find your plank pose. Long spine, tone belly. Exhale, press up and through to your down dog. Look back. Lift your heels, come forward to your plank. Choose knees or toes here, elbows hug the ribs. Hips soften, shoulders pull away. Drop the tops of your feet. Maybe you start with just some elbows here, shoulders back, top of the head lifted. Maybe you lift those elbows up, moving your hands part way in. Try to look over your right shoulder. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, turn and look to your left. Inhale, look forward. Lower the ribcage. Slide your hands back, tone into your core space. Press up and through your plank into your down dog. Take a deep breath. Side away. Lift your heels, lower your knees, find table. So if anytime we're back in our table, if your wrists need a stretch, right, you can always flip your wrist over. Exhale, we round our cat spine. And you can do 1 wrist at a time or 2. And release. Again, exhale, arch round cat. And inhale, release. If you flip those wrists, go ahead and turn them back over. Tuck your toes under, walk your hands forward. Find your plank pose. Inhale, we hold. Here we're going to take our left toe and we're going to lift it to hip height. So we're just going to build in now. We'll bring our nose toward our knee. And then push it back up. Bring your knee toward your left elbow. Good thing we opened our hips, right? Push it away. This time, bring your left knee to table. Take your right heel to the back. Reach your left arm forward. Maybe the toes of left foot lift. Draw elbow toward knee. Reach out, lengthen. Then sweep left hand, thumb open toward right toes. Inhale, reach forward. Again, we draw elbow toward knee. Reach out and lengthen. Then sweep back, maybe get a grab to the top of that toe. Open the shoulder, look back to your left. Reach forward, lengthen. Right toe comes down, left hand comes down. Press off your palms, send your left heel to the sky, 3-legged dog. Look forward, send your left foot to the front. Then wiggle into your space. Tap your right knee to the floor. Right hand either on a block or on the floor. Just make sure it's directly under your shoulder. Take your left arm, reach up to the sky. Now here, you're going to take that left hand. It's going to pull straight back and your right arm is going to come straight forward. We're looking over that left shoulder, getting that nice rotation. Beautiful. Then we'll bring that left arm forward. The left hand then comes on the inside of the ankle. We tuck the right toes, lift the knee. rotate that right hip open. So again, your left elbow is nudging your knee out toward your pinky toe. Your right arm will reach up to the sky. We'll turn that right palm back. Bring it behind the back to that bind position again. Nudge the shoulder towards the front. Now make your feet super strong. Press them actively into your mat. Take your right hand back to the sky and then pull it behind you, lifting your torso. Left arm comes forward. Should bring you right into warrior two. Beautiful. Soften those shoulders. Press those feet. Bending that left knee. Press off your left leg. Reach up tall, gentle warrior. Turn your left toes. Turn your right toes so you're facing the other end of your mat. Bend your right knee. Find your warrior two to that end. Release those shoulders. Make your feet strong. Push off your right foot. Reach up top. Turn your right toes again. Turn your left toes. Nice. Bend that left knee. Lift your right heel. Bring your fingertips down to the floor. Moving your left hand to the inside. Turn that left toe out wide. So toes pointed out. Make sure you're lifting that right heel. Shift your hips back and send your right foot out wide. Go deep into those hips. Lift your heart. Okay, just each time, hopefully that tailbone just sinks a little bit lower. The heart is still lifted. And we push. And then we bring the hands to the floor. Lift the hips. Heel toe that space back in. Knees are soft. Chest drops. We fold. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your shins and find your flat back. Soften your knees, tone your belly space, round your spine, melt. Inhale, we fill. 3 fingers fold. Left arm towards the right side over, we peek to our right. Inhale, we lift your tall center. Right arm towards the left side over, we peek to our left. Inhale, we lift our arms, release behind. Shoulders pull away. Soften your knees, release your ribcage. Lift your hips, reach your arms to any space over the top of your head. Head is hanging heavy, tailbone is lifted. Knees soften, fingertips to the floor. Walk your toes back, find your plank. Long through your spine, we find our breath in. Exhale, press up and through to your down dog, deepening those heels. Inhale, lift the heels, come forward to your plank. Knees down if you like. Elbows hug the ribs. Drop your toes, up dog, cobra, your choice, breath in here. So here we're going to just tuck our toes. You're going to push off your palms, lift your knees, and see if you can go right into your down dog. Nice. Lift your heels, bend your knees deeply, come back into your table. Adjust your hands back, lengthen your spine. Press off your palms, round cat spine. Release cow spine. Exhale, press round again. And remember to do your wrist stretch here. Release. Walk your hands forward. Fingertips wide, shift your shoulders, tuck your toes, find your plank. Right toe lifts to hip height. Right knee draws toward your chest. Nice. Right toe pushes back. Right knee draws toward right elbow. Right toe pushes back. Right knee comes into full table position. Right arm reaches forward. Left toes lift. We find our bird. Maybe right toes also lengthen. Beautiful. Elbow draws toward knee. Reach out, lengthen, look at right thumb. Sweep back, reach toward toes. Open shoulder. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Reach out, lengthen. Sweep back, watch your hand the whole way. Maybe you get a grab this time. Open across the shoulder. In. Right arm comes forward, left toe comes down. Here, those palms get nice and strong. Push off your palms, send your right heel to the sky, 3-legged dog. Look forward, step your right foot to the front of your mat. Wiggle into your space. Nice place to have blocks on the inside of the ankle. Left knee comes down, toes drop. Left hand either on a block or on the floor. Right arm rotates, reaches up to the sky. Send the front of your left hip forward. Now your right foot is really strong here. You're going to pull that right arm back, lift your torso, left arm comes forward. Hold. Rotate your arms forward. Bring your right hand on the inside of that right ankle. That right elbow is nudging the right knee toward your pinky toes. Tuck your left toes, lift the knee, drop your left heel over. Make your feet strong, left arm reaches to the sky, trying to stack those shoulders. Turn your left palm back, bring the back of your left hand to the outside of your right hip, and try to nudge that shoulder up and back a little deeper. Hold, inhale. Take your left hand back to the sky. Now pull that left arm back, lift your torso, right arm forward, warrior two. Press through those feet, make them strong. Press off your right foot, reach up tall, gentle warrior. Turn your right toes to face center. Turn your left toes to face left. Bend your left knee, release to warrior two at that end of your mat. Shoulders release, feet are strong. Push off your left foot, lift your hips, gentle warrior. Turn both feet back to your right. Lift your left heel. Turn forward. Bring your fingertips down on the inside and then adjust your right toes out wide. Shift your hips back. Spring your left foot out. Toes out 45 degrees. Heels in. Tailbone drops. Chest lifts. Heart opens. It's easier each time, right? Inhale, we fill. Exhale, we lift. Hands come down, hips lift, heel toe that space back to your center. Chest drops toward thighs, we fold. Hands to your shins, a long spine, we lengthen. Then the knees soften, we tone lift into our mountain. Inhale, we fill to the sky. Hold in, 3 fingers are funny way. Right arm draws the left side over, we picture our left. Inhale, strong torso, pulls it through center, over to the left, and to the right. Inhale, we lift up tall. We release the arms behind the back, pull the shoulders away, soften the knees. Lift the hips, let those arms release to any degree. Should feel like they're getting a little further each time. Knees soften, fingertips to the floor. Walk your toes back to a plank. Shoulders over fingertips, we breathe. Exhale, we lift into our down dog. Inhale, heels lift, shoulders over fingertips, knees or toes. Elbows drop your feet, maybe you'll keep your knees up. Up dog or cobra, we find our breath. We tuck the toes, we lift into plank and right through to down dog. Let's take a moment in our child's pose.
Is she frozen other people? She's frozen.
I think she's back on looking at us.
Oh,
So she's waving, but we can't get to her.
I can't. I don't see her.
I would log out. And log
So
in.
we're gonna log out and go back in. and see
Okay,
if-
Jerry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can,
Okay.
but you're tiny.
Now, is that better?
Yes, you're good.
Oh, because you guys had unmuted, and so you were on speaker view for you. So
Yeah, I think we were just talking, going, what's going on? You froze for a bit, but
Yeah.
it was a good pose.
yeah, you can stay in child's pose a little extra.
I didn't even see that. It was.
Okay, so we're in our child's pose. Let those hips reach back. And do any shifting that you need. Take a nice long inhale. Side away. Inhale again. And exhale. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Shift your shoulders, adjust your knees back into table. So we'll build our balance work in. So have your blocks handy. You might want to use them. Press off your palms round to your cat spine. And release to your cow spine. Again, press round cats. And release cat. Square hips and shoulders. Walk your hands forward. Shoulders shift, toes tuck, bring you right into your plank pose. Left toe lifts to hip height. Knee draws toward chest. Push away. Knee draws toward left elbow. Push away. Left knee lands in table. Right heel to the back, left arm forward, find your bird dog. Elbow draws toward knee. Reach out, lengthen. Left arm sweeps toward right toes. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, we lengthen. Sweep back, maybe a hold this time. Open shoulder, look up. Left arm, right toe, release. Left hand comes down, press off your palm. Send your left heel to the sky. Look back at your right. Reach that left foot to the front. Crawl those left toes forward. Bring your right knee to the floor. Push off your right palm. Take your left arm to the sky. If you like here, tuck your right toe. Lift the knee up. Really push the heel back and make it strong. Left arm pulls back. Right arm comes forward. Your rotated lunge. We're looking over that left shoulder. Breathe, inhale. Then we take that left arm forward. We drop that right heel open. Left arm moves to the inside of left knee. Right arm reaches to the sky. Use that knee to reach toward your pinky. Pull your right arm back. Left arm comes forward. Warrior two. Take those feet strong. Release your shoulders. Press off your left leg. Reach up tall. Turn both toes to the right. Bend your right knee. Warrior two to that end of your mat. Make it strong. Push off right leg, reach up tall, gentle warrior. Turn your right toes, turn your left toe. Lift your right heel and turn and face the front of your mat. So if you have a block here, take your right hand out to a block, reaching out as far as you can. If you have fingertips to the floor, you're reaching out as far as you can. Then we're going to shift our weight to our left leg, reach your right leg and left arm out. Right, so those fingertips can be down on the floor or around a block or any elevated surface. Water bottles often work nicely here. Hold, inhale. Now, can you do that elbow to knee here? And reach out, lengthen. Now, here's the tricky one. Can you sweep that left arm back and reach toward your right toes? You don't have to have a grab, but we're working in that direction. And then we take that left arm forward, right toe back. Then here we push off that left leg, reach the right arm forward. Warrior three pose. Slowly lower your ribs toward your left thigh. Step your right foot out wide. Shift your left foot out wide. Sink down into that frog squat. Lift your heart, deepen your hips. Breathe, inhale. Fingertips to the floor, lift your hips, heel toe your feet back up. Take a moment just to ragdoll. Softening your chest to the thighs, letting your head hang heavy. Take a long inhale. On your exhale, bring your hands to your shins and lengthen into flat back. Soften your knees, tone your belly, stand into your mountain. Inhale, we fill. Fold three fingers. Right arm draws the left side over, we peek. Inhale, we lift. We reach to our left, looking to our right. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, arms release behind. Shoulders pull away, knees soften. Chest drops down, hips lift, arms come over the top. Soften your knees, sweep your fingertips to the floor. Step your feet into your plank pose. Tone that core space. Press off your palms, turn your biceps forward. Lift your tailbone, deepen your heel, down dog. Inhale, come out to your plank. Knees or toes, elbows hip, shoulders back, up dog or cobra. A tuck of the toes, a lift of the hips, and into your down. Deep inhale. Side away, exhale. All right, let's do the other side. Lift your heels, bring your knees to table. Adjust your palms. Turn those biceps forward again. If you want that wrist stretch, go ahead. If it works better to have your toes tucked under to release your arches, you're welcome to. Press off and round into cat's foot. Release into cow's foot. One more time. Press round your cat. Release your cat. Square your hips and shoulders. Find that core center. Walk your hands forward. Shift your shoulders. Tuck your toes. We're in our plank. Right toe lifts to hip height. Right knee to chest. Press it away. Right knee to right elbow. Push it away. Right knee to table. Shoulders back. Right arm forward. Left toes to the back. Brace your core. Elbow draws toward knee. Reach out and lengthen. Right arm sweeps back toward left. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Reach out, lengthen. Sweep back, reach. Maybe you get a grab. And try to nudge that right shoulder open. Inhale. Nice work. Exhale, right arm comes forward. Left toe lands at the back. Press firmly off your palm. Send that right heel to the sky, three-legged dog. Chest releases through. Right foot then swings forward, takes that step, and then we work into our space. Right toes forward, left toes back. Left knee then comes down. Maybe you place a block on your left hand, is directly under the shoulder. Right arm rotates, reaches to the sky. Now, if you like, tuck your left toes and lift that knee. Make that heel really push back so the kneecap is high. Then that right arm pulls back, the left arm comes forward. If you need to bring the knee down, that's awesome as well. Look over that right shoulder. Pull. Pull both arms forward. Bring your right hand down on the inside of right ankle. Drop that left heel open. Take your left arm to the sky. Your right elbow is nudging that knee open. Left palm turns back. We open the shoulder looking toward the sky. And then that left arm lifts back up. Press off your right foot. Lift your torso. Right arm forward. Warrior two. Shoulders release. Press off your right leg. Gentle warrior. Reach to the sky. Turn both feet to your left. Bend your left knee deeply. Warrior two to that end. Lift it tall through the sideways. Press off your left foot. Lift up. Turn both feet back to your right. Lift your left heel and turn to the front. That left hand either finds a block, reaching out as far as you can, or out to the floor. We're going to shift our weight forward. Right arm forward, left heel to the back. Then that right elbow draws toward your left knee. Your right knee is staying bent. Reach out, lengthen. Then sweep that right hand back, reaching toward left toes, maybe with a grab. Right arm comes forward, left leg out. Now, here's where we lift out of that right hip. That's strong there. Left arm comes forward if you can for that warrior three. Try to square your shoulders with your mat. Then lift out of that left heel. Breathe in. Exhale, fingertips come down. Left foot steps out wide. Then we shift our weight, step our right foot out wide. And again, we lower into that deep squat. Breathe, lift your arms. And fingertips to the floor, the hips lift. We heel toe our space back in. Chest drops toward thighs, we fold. Just a full breath here. In. Let it go. One more inhale. This time the exhale moves to our shins or out in front of the toes for flat. The knees soften, we tone in, we stack the vertebrae into our mouth. And inhale, we fold in 3 fingers the funny way. Left arm draws right side over, we inhale, we lift tall. Right side draws left side over, we breathe. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, arms release behind, shoulders pull away. Soften your ribs to your thighs, arms come up and over, head hangs heavy. Inhale, we soften the knees, fingertips to the floor. The toes walk back into our plank pose, toning into that belly space. Exhale into your down dog. Inhale forward, your vinyasa here, elbows in, hips drop, up dog, cobra, sphinx. Toes tuck, hips lift, down dog. Nice. Lift your heels, send your knees wide. Bring your big toes together, find that child's pose. So tailbone releases back. Maybe you fold your arms under your forehead for a moment. Feeling that nice release, feeling those hips soften away. Maybe bring your arms back alongside your body, reaching toward feet or heels or resting into your lower back. Long, slow inhales through the nose. Sighing exhale, breaths off the back of the throat. One more long, slow breath. Side away. Gently round the spine up. Shift your hips to one side and bring your knees around. So you'll want to move towards the front of your mat. Lift your heart tall. Release your shoulders back. Wrap your hands either around the back of your thighs or reach around and grab opposite shins. And just do a nice full lift all the way up onto your sits bones, lengthening the spine. Let your shoulders release down and back, and we're just going to do an ear drop to our right shoulder. Then we'll drop the chin toward our right collarbone. So you keep the ear dropped over, and you just rotate, tipping the chin in and down. Then release your chin to your chest. Lift the sides of the waist again, and roll the right ear to the left ear to the left shoulder. And then again, just gently tilt your chin in and down. Nice stretch for that area of tension right up through the back of the neck into that trap space. And then the chin drops to center. Lift your torso, move your hands behind the back of your knees. Keeping that spine long, hinge back. Lift your toes out to boat. Shoulders are relaxed. Fold your elbows. Tap your right toe down. Bring your right shoulder to your left knee. Come back to your center and lift to boat. Tap your left toe down, rotate your left shoulder toward your right knee. Lift your heart, come back to center. Right toe tap, rotate right shoulder. Lift tall, center boat. Left toe tap, rotate left shoulder. Lift back into boat. Bring your toes down. Reach around your knees and lift up top. Take a breath. Do that wrap around the back of your legs again. This time we're going to soften the spine, let the tailbone drop, and drop the chin to the chest. Just releasing the spine, all those spinal muscles that keep our carriage lifted. Just a nice release for those. And then we'll pull against the back of our legs and we'll lift back up. All right, one more set with that boat work. Bring your hands behind your knees, lift your heart up. Hinge your torso back, toes come to boat. Elbows fold, chin is off the chest. Left toe tap, rotate left shoulder to right knee. Inhale back to your boat. Right toe tap, rotate right shoulder to left knee. Inhale back to boat. Left toe tap, rotate left shoulder. Back to your boat. Last one, right toe tap, rotate right shoulder. Back to your boat. Then the toes soften, we hug the knees again. This time as we bring our hands behind our knees, we'll gently release the spine down our mats. Let your shoulder blades go wide and soft. Lengthen through the back of your neck. So sometimes it really feels nice to just bring your fingertips to the base of your skull and lift the base of your skull away. So you feel your neck lengthen, and then gently rest the back of your head and then release your fingertips. Right, so we're in a long neck, but it's a relaxed neck. Hands come around those knees. Maybe you circle or move side to side into your lower back space. Give those knees a nice deep squeeze into your chest, feeling your tailbone and your lower back space lengthen deeper. Then as you release, lower your feet to the floor. So you want your feet to be directly under your knees, and your outer heels are aligned with your outer hips. So your feet are that hip distance space. Try to spread your toes wide and press each of your toes down into the mat. Drop your palms open to the sides of your body with your shoulder blades released down and back. Now, first lift your heart up. So create a little space underneath your shoulder blades. Then press firmly off your feet, peeling your tailbone up off the floor. So our shoulder blades are relaxed, but then we're going to walk our hands underneath our body. You might even grip your palms together if that works for you. Then you're going to push your arms down into the mat to lift your heart a little higher and try to nudge your shoulder blades deeper under. That should lift your hips a little higher. Now see if you can send your shins forward so you feel more length through the front of your hips. We're just going to pause here for a moment with a deep inhale. Now on your exhale, lift your heels. Feel your hips raise. Now keep your hips to that height and lower your heels back down. Just building deeper into our bridge. Again, we breathe in here. On the exhale, release your arms from underneath, dropping your palms out to the side again. Then gently soften your tailbone to the floor, but try to keep your heart lifted for a moment. Then once your tailbone comes down, release your lower back, nudge your shoulder blades from out underneath you, and let your spine and heart rest. Take a deep breath. Bring the bottoms of your feet together and drop your knees out wide. Let your shoulder blades remain flat. Maybe place the back of your hands to your inner thigh space. So as you find this butterfly, check to see if the two sides of your hips, where you're in contact with your mat, feel evenly weighted into the floor. If not, bring more weight to the side that feels lifted. Feel that side reaching down. If both sides feel even, both palms are open to inner thigh, shoulder blades relaxed. Now, if you weighted down one side, release the weight off that side and see if your hips feel more balanced. We're just trying to find that nice equal placement of our hips. One more inhale. Then bring your knees into center. Slide your left leg out. Hug your right knee into your chest. Feel your lower back space reaching deep into the floor. Now, without changing your left leg, take your right leg up to the sky. Straighten the back of the knee to your best ability, and then flex your ankle and just push that heel to the sky. Now take your left heel, flex that, and push that left heel away. Can you feel both heels reaching in opposite directions? If you have a little more space to get out of that right hamstring, bring your hands behind right thigh or behind your calf and gently draw that leg in closer. If you're feeling a good stretch without any hand placement, keep your arms up. Now slowly slide your left heel in. Take that right ankle and place it on your left thigh. Your right knee is going to drop out to the right. You'll bring your hands behind your left, either behind the hamstring or around the shin, and hug that left leg in for your figure four. See if you can keep nudging that right knee out to the right, but hugging the left knee in close. So you get that nice deep right glute lower back space. You want your head and shoulders to be rested on your mat. You don't want to feel like you're pressing your head down and that you're not pulling your shoulders up off the mat. And then we'll gently release that right leg off, hug both knees in. Keep the left knee in, extend the right leg all the way out. Let it rest on your mat. Then we take that left toe to the sky. So first we just work on straightening the back of the knee to any degree that we can. And then we work towards flexing the ankle and pressing the heel toward the sky. If you're leaving a footprint there. Now take your right heel, flex your right ankle, push your right heel straight out, left heel straight up. And again, if you have a little more space in your hamstring, use your fingertips to draw that left leg in a little closer without bending the knee. Keep flexing both heels and just breathe into that space. Remember, inhale to create more length in it, then exhale to feel the muscles release. Then we'll slowly slide that right knee in. Take that left ankle and place it on your right thigh. Let the left knee drop out. Lift your right foot, reach behind the hamstring or around the shin. Hug the right knee in close. Continue to nudge your left knee out. You can even use that left elbow to kind of push on the inner thigh of the left leg to keep that hip open to the left. Any movement here, maybe a little rocking that feels nice for you. Dig into that space where you need it. Inhale to create more length. Exhale to release. Then we release, we take that left leg off. Bring your both knees into your chest. Then taking your toes to the side, arms up, either your dead bug, your happy baby, toes to the sky, or just supported shoulder stands. Sorry, some random truck driving behind the school for some reason. Shoulders are relaxed. Remember, if you have happy baby, knees go out wider. You add that movement through your lower back space. You can place a block, a towel, or a blanket under your hips for that support there. Check with your jaw. Make sure it's relaxed. If your tongue is stuck to the roof of your mouth, you gently draw it away. Then you relax the space around your eyes and across your brow. Then our inhales become long through the nose. Exhales are long and soft off the back of the throat. And we'll gently release our legs. Choose where you want to spend your Shavasana. Perhaps you go into Nina, to butterfly, or any variation of corpse pose. Remember, if you have your legs extended in corpse, try to take your heels wider than your hips and let your toes just naturally drop out to the corners. That's your more neutral pose for your hips, allowing them to release. And with the shoulder blades are wide and down. Palms are open if your arms are to the side. Palms come down to your belly and you move your elbows wider if you have your hands to your belly. Or you take those elbows wide and palms up over the top of your head. Again, the brow and eye space is relaxed, the jaw is softened, the head is rested gently. Now our inhales and exhales move only through the nose. Each one becomes longer and softer. And we feel our rib cage expand with our inhales and release with our exhales. You feel that diaphragm pull in, emptying the air out of the lungs. Start bringing light movement back to our fingertips and toes. Movement through ankles and wrists. And we'll step our feet in a nice, at least hip distance space between them. We'll let both knees drop from one side to the other with our windshield wipers. Any pace that feels nice for you, but allowing the knees to drop fully each time. Then we'll gently walk the knees in, giving a hug squeeze to your ribcage. Feeling your tailbone reach away from your mat. Take a deep breath. Then on your exhale, slide your heels out, reach your arms to full length, stretch your whole body. Inhale. Exhale, release the stretch. Walk your feet back in. Hug your knees to your chest, remaining there or rolling your body over to one side in fetal pose. Then when you're ready, hands come behind the knees or you press up from the side and gently come up into any seat that feels nice for you. I'm seriously feeling like I could have taken a nap right there with the sun coming down. Relax those shoulders, open the palms. Feel your sits bones become your anchor. Lift out of the sides of your waist. Take a nice long inhale. Exhale, maintaining the length of your spine. Next inhale brings the fingertips to touch. Exhale moves the hands to the heart. And with a gentle bow forward, we say namaste. Give our appreciation for another beautiful Saturday morning. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. just turn off the recording here.
Thank you. Good class.